Good morning, guys, and welcome to your favorite Sunday morning TV show. We call this Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel One TV. My name is Jude Duncan. On this show, we bring you exciting conversation, riveting thoughts, conversations as well, health segments. Our nutrition segment is also one we don't miss on the show at all. We also have our sports segment coming up pretty shortly on the show, so you don't want to miss out on it at all. You're wondering how you can be a part of this show. The show is live and interactive. Our WhatsApp number, it's on the screen. All you need to do is just send in a text. I'll be glad to read it across for you. Alternatively, you could use the hashtag Sunday Breakfast across all social media platforms, from X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok, right? To read all of your messages out for you. Again, my name is Jude Duncan. Just by way of information, let me just remind you that the biggest agriculture fair is happening live at the IFWA Sutherland Children's Park. It started on Friday, 28th. On 29th, it was unbelievable. As at 3 p.m. when I got there, some vendors had completely sold out, and they had to put like inscriptions saying that, oh, we are sold out, but you can contact us. It was just unbelievable. And we want to also use this platform to say a big thank you. Of course, it's not over, but the show of support, the solidarity, believing in the vision really has been enormous, and we are so grateful. So thank you so much for, supporting this vision. About that, let me also say a big thank you to our sponsors. They drove this with us all through. The Development Bank Ghana, Exim Bank Ghana, also the IDH, there's Legacy Crop Improvement Center, there's the Horticulture Business Platform, and also GESAL. And let me say, the Agri Impact Limited has been a major player in all of this. So we are so grateful for their support, really. We say, God bless you, and let's keep it going. Of course, how can we have done this without Tullium Ghana? So we are so grateful to all our sponsors for jumping on board this vision and helping us carry it along. And that being said, guys, I just want to still implore and entreat you that, see, if you are yet to make your way to the Agri Fair, you know what to do. Please do move in there, because a lot is happening and you don't want to miss out on it. So later on the show, we'll go on the grounds to get a feel as to how the climax is taking shape. Again, yesterday, the presidential advisor on the 24-hour economy, Gusitano, the oldest who add Comrade Gusitano to his name, unbelievable guy, was there. And I personally saw him visit almost every stand, moving like military style kind of thing, moving from stand to stand, interacting with the vendors, engaging the patrons. And at the official launch of the event, I heard him talk about the fact that if you look at the model behind this initiative, which is also aimed at strategically repositioning the Ghanaian farmer, it is also to drive made in Ghana, right? So, see, as part of the 24-hour economy model, there's also Grow Ghana, which is, heavily pillared on the initiative of eating what you grow. So, guys, you don't want to miss out on it. Beyond the fact that you get food items for very cheap, it is also strategically positioned to help improve the state of our economy. So guys, let's do well to patronize our own. And on that note, we'll delve into our news headlines now. The big stories from last night up until this morning. Yesterday, I was saying to you that it's been a very heavy news week, right? So in Parliament, some people wanted to remove the minority leader and they summoned him to the Privileges Committee. Of course, issues around the Bandai seat became very pronounced. So from an initial 41 rerun that was slated, now the whole constituency would have to go back to the poll again for the parliamentary seat. Of course, there was issues around Galamsey coming back to the fore again earlier on this week. We saw also how the passing of the late former First Lady, longest serving First Lady for that matter, Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings, was in a very solemn but yet beautiful ceremony, peacefully laid to rest at the military cemetery. And many more other things that happened this week. Of course, the SML OSP case is also raging on. So we'll just delve into some of the big headline stories as reported by major online tabloids. And I'll start off with citynewsroom.com. And of course, the first story here, from farm to basket, Day 2 of AgriFair showcases Ghana's agriculture potential. Moving on to some other story. Presidential advisor on the 24-hour economy, Gusitano, he's been speaking and he said the AgriFair demonstrates Ghana's capacity to cut 3 billion food import bill. Spot on, and I completely agree with him on that. The Asante Hene has been speaking and he says that take keen interest in rising unemployment, and he's saying that to the president of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who, by the way, yesterday was his 67th birthday. It was on the Traffic Avenue. We say a big what's up, but this is not Traffic Avenue. So happy birthday to the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A former GS director, Mr. Aheto Chega, was also in the news on the Wesley Girls Shafiq Osman suit around, human rights violations and freedom of worship. Said schools can't accommodate full religious freedom overnight. And that's coming in from former GS director, Mr. Aheto Chega. The Ifia MP, Isaac Buamanyako, on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, was on the big issue yesterday and made some also interesting remarks. According to him, assess schools' beliefs before enrolling your children. And also here, balance tradition with religious tolerance, law lecturer to mission schools. And this law lecturer in question is Professor Kojo Apieje Etia, who is a professor of law at the University of Ghana School of Law. And also Samuel Uku says Baumia doesn't pretend for power. All of these stories and more on citynewsroom.com. Moving on to Channel 1 News. Channel 1 News. Also here is the story on comments with regards to the ongoing Wesley Girls Shafiq Osman Bruhaha. Private legal practitioner Andrew Apia Dankwa, who is legal director for the UP party, formerly Movement for Change, now UP, has been calling for some level of compromise and collaboration between both parties so the issue doesn't degenerate. Moving on, Professor Apieje again, religion can't be imposed in senior high schools. On the Wesley Girls saga, schools tradition guide placement decisions. If your MP still speaking, the energy sector still fragile despite recent gains, and that's coming in from the Deputy Energy Minister, Richard Jan Mensah. More shoppers expected at AgriFair after busy opening day. The former health minister, Bernard Okoboy, who's a medical doctor, says that scrapping the zipline contract could endanger rural health services. And on the Pandai rerun, the state of execution doesn't prevent us from campaigning. That's coming in from Roxanne Nelson Dafia Mekpo, who is Member of Parliament for South Dai, and also the Majority Chief Whip. And he's been speaking on the Pandai seat. As far as we know, the speaker ruled that it was premature to declare the seat vacant and that the 30 days would have to elapse. And of course, the fallout from the MPP's decision to appeal the case will be very integral in how this will pan out in Parliament. And let me move on to the Ghana News Agency.com. They have some big stories here, also from the Asante Hene, who is urging Mahama to tackle youth employment. And you also know he's Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And yesterday, a graduation ceremony was held where this Vice President, Her Excellency, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, was also in attendance. Moving on to some more stories here. AFDB EIB signed $275 million deal to boost Mauritania's mining rail infrastructure. That the Lumba marriage saga court declares both Akosua Selwa and Odo Broni as legitimate wives. Some other stories here. Parliament Lords Farmers as Ghana marks Farmers Day on December 5. And President Mahama launches vegetable development projects to boost production. And the Netherlands government donates advanced airport passenger scanners to NACOC. Now, NACOC is the Narcotics Control Commission here in Ghana. And the minority leader, Alexander Penyomarkin, is in the news. He's been blasting NDC government over alleged galamsey enablement. Interesting viewpoints from him. Volta region key to Ghana's economic future, and that's coming in from the Deputy Governor, Dr. Zakaria Mahama. And these are the big stories on GNA, that's the Ghana News Agency.org. Now I'll take you to graphiconline.com because there are some big stories here as well. They also have the WAEC result story, right? So WAEC releases 2025 WASSCE provisional results. Also here, 8-year-old drowns in abandoned manhole at Budumburam Estate. Wow. Cape Coast Winneba section of the N1 highway blocked for hours. And this is as a result of some ongoing works. Let me be sure. Okay, actually, it was as a result of an accident on the stretch. So it was blocked for hours. We'll try and get updates as to the state of traffic on the road following this issue. Now, moving on, GRA begins probe into alleged extortion by custom task force in Ashanti region. 4 rescued after 2 cars crashed on Akachi bypass. Some other story, like I earlier mentioned to you, nation bids farewell to iconic matriarch Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings. And also here, 6 immigration officers seen in video disrespecting senior officer interdicted. Now I'll take you to some of the big stories now, as reported by citynewsroom.com. In the Ashanti region, the Dompoase chief has been shot in a rather tragic, under tragic circumstances. And the story is by Tawfiq Mohammed. An excerpt of it reads, the chief of Dompoase within the Adansi traditional area in the Ashanti region, Nana Okofo Kwabena Bonsu II, has been hospitalized after he was hit by a stray bullet during the firing of muskets at a funeral. The chief was among other dignitaries and traditional rulers attending the funeral rites of the late mother of the municipal chief executive for Obuasi, Mrs. Fostilav Apia Kenin in Obuasi. The story goes on to say the incident occurred when the chief with his delegation was exchanging pleasantries with the Omanhene of Asebu Kwabankese and Dompoase Hene Okofo Kwame Bonsu and other colleague chiefs. One of the subjects of the Omanhene of Asebu Kwamankese accidentally fired his musket, and a stray bullet hit the Dompoase Hene in the process. Nana Okofo Kwabena Bonsu was rushed to the hospital where he is currently responding to treatment. The suspect has been arrested and is assisting with investigation. So he was shot, but it wasn't fatal, and we are hoping for a speedy recovery for the Dompoase Hene. And of course, it brings to the fore again issues around the use of muskets during some of these, the firing of muskets during some of these traditional ceremonies, right? We've seen instances where, a well-known blogger and journalist, for that matter, had to undergo intensive eye surgery after a similar incident occurred. And there have been many other instances where, persons have almost, or in some instances, even, lost their life as a result of someone's recklessness in some of these things. So hopefully the police is minded about some of these things. The Small Arms Commission, I know they're embarking on a guns amnesty course, but beyond that, there should be also, proper intensification on the proliferation of small arms and the use of it, and those who have it in their possessions, whether they are they are properly constituted, to be able to even use some of these things. It's a very big conversation, because we know how the proliferation of these arms can, affect the quality of security in this country, and we don't want to get to the levels of, where we've seen in other countries, where now they have to deal with bandits, and now even like foreign powers are threatening an invasion and all of that. So we want to urge the Interior Minister, Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak. He's been doing a lot. I know that recently you launched the Prisons Initiative, Think Prisons 360. Great idea, but beyond that, a way people don't end up in some of these conditions is that they are properly, they understand what the law says on some of these things. So let's, beef up the awareness, let's beef up the engagement, and I'm sure we can be better for it as a people. So our condolences, or speedy recovery to the Dompoase Hene, Nana Okofo Kwabena Bonsu the second. Moving on to some other stories, maybe now let me just bring you by way of information, some of the things that transpired at the Agri Fair yesterday. And let me read to you this story by Presidential Advisor on the 24-hour economy, Gusi Tano. And the big headline reads, Agri Fair demonstrates Ghana's capacity to cut 3 billion food import bill. And story by Abigail Atta on citynewsroom.com. The story reads, the Presidential Advisor on the 24-hour economy and accelerated export development programs, Mr. Augustus Gusitano, says the ongoing Agri Fair provides clear evidence that Ghana can drastically reduce its annual food imports bill, which is edging close to $3 billion. The story goes on to say, speaking at the event at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park in Accra on Sunday, November 29, Mr. Thanos said the 24-hour economy initiative is closely aligned with the objectives of the Agri Fair, stressing that Ghana's heavy dependence on food import continues to worsen youth unemployment. Now, the story goes on to say, he noted that the displays at the Agri Fair show that Ghana has the capacity to produce quality agricultural competitively and at affordable prices. The story adds that according to him, events like the Agri Fair reinforce the message that the country can strengthen its local value chains and boost food security. So really impressive, comments by the Presidential Advisor on the 24-hour economy, Gusi Tano. Some other stories here. I want to bring you the story on the former GS director, Mr. Aheto Chega. Clearly an instructive voice on education in the country. For many years, he was the head of the GES. He brought about many, many impressive reforms and also, significant gains within the education sector. Now, on the ongoing Wesley Girls Shafiq Osman case, which is currently at the Supreme Court, a lot of people have shared opinions as to, issues around freedom of worship in schools, especially mission schools, and he's been speaking on the matter. And now, excerpts of the story read, schools, the headline is, schools can't accommodate full religious freedom overnight, and that's from Mr. Aheto Chega. Now, a former director of the Ghana Education Service, Dr. Charles Aheto Chega, has cautioned that fully accommodating religious freedoms in schools will be difficult given the long-established structures and tightly programmed routines that guide school operations, the citynewsroom.com reported. The story goes on to say his comments come in the wake of a Supreme Court directive ordering Wesley Girls Senior High School to respond to a lawsuit filed by private legal practitioner Shafiq Osman. The suit alleges that the school restricts Muslim students from practicing aspects of their faith, a development that has revived national debate on how educational institutions handle religious diversity. Now, speaking on Channel One TV's The Big Issue on Saturday, Dr. Aheto Chega stressed that a rigid scheduling and strict coordination of school activities leaves little space for major adjustments. The story goes on to say, And this is quote, when it comes to the concept of freedom to practice your religion, it is a very difficult concept in education because the school as a system, the quote goes on to say, it is programmed. We manage every second in schools. When you structure the school system, you have a time when students should be at a particular place at a particular time. So if it becomes very interesting, reconfiguration to slot in what we are discussing here as freedom of religion. And the story goes on to say, he noted that mission schools in particular face unique constraints as many of their structures and cultures predate government partnerships. For such situations, he said, altering established norms to address evolving religious concerns require careful thought and gradual adjustment. And these are the thoughts of Mr. or Dr. Aheto Chega, who is a former director for the Ghana Education Service. I want to bring you the story on, I'll find it and bring it to you pretty shortly. It was in relation to the Wesley Girls Matter, still on the Wesley Girls Matter. And yes, so no student should be forced to change faith. Ifya MP on Wesley Girls case. So Member of Parliament for Ifya, Isaac Boamah Nyarko, has cautioned that escalating the debate surrounding the Wesley Girls Senior High School religious rights case could heighten unnecessary tensions between the faith groups, stressing that no student should ever be pressured to change their beliefs. And this was reported on citynewsroom.com as well. The headline again is, no student should be forced to change the faith. The story goes on to say his comments come after the Supreme Court directed Wesley Girls to formally respond to a suit filed by private legal practitioner Shafiq Osman, who alleges that the school restricts Muslim students from practicing aspects of their faith. The case has renewed national conversation about religious tolerance and the extent to which schools can or should accommodate diverse beliefs. The story goes on to say he further stressed that the core mandate of schools is academic development, not religious enforcement, and therefore no institution should adopt practices that compel students to abandon or modify their faith. And that's coming in from Isaac Boamah Nyarko, who is Member of Parliament for Ifya on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Now, finally here, stop defending land encroachers. That's Asantehene warns lawyers over KNUST lands. From citynewsroom.com. Stop defending land encroachers. Asantehene warns lawyers over KNUST lands encroachment. So Asantehene Otumfuo said it has taken on some private legal practitioners who take up cases involving lands belonging to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in court. He expressed worry that some lawyers fail to properly assess cases brought before them by individuals presenting themselves as heads of families claiming ownership of lands belonging to KNUST. That Asantehene some 5 years ago issued a stern warning to individuals encroaching on lands belonging to the university, but he noted that some are still being recalcitrant. Speaking on the 59th congregation of KNUST, he warned that any encroachment on KNUST lands will not be tolerated, cautioning individuals with such intentions to desist or risk decisive action being taken against them. And those are the words of that Asantehene Otumfuo, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu. And that's all time will allow us for our news review segment. If you missed any excerpt of it or you missed any big headline, you can go back to citynewsroom.com online, citynewsroom.com and Channel One News online. You know, all the big stories are there. A very simple way to go about it is to just go on your Google App Store, download the Channel One News app. Now, it's a very simple process, right? So you take your phone, Google App Store, you type in Channel One News app, you click on install, and you are good to go. Now, this is your one-stop shop for everything news related, right? So from all the amazing video content we produce here, the big interviews that take place on all our shows, from the point of view to face-to-face, to what the papers are saying, all of it is covered on the Channel One News app. When you go there, everything you need in terms of by way of information and also for educational purposes is live. So download the app and get all the big headlines so you don't miss out on anything happening in the country. It's now time for a wonderful ministration by our artist Raina, who is ready to take us to another level on the show. So Raina Fari is ready. Guys, let's take a look.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Wherever you are, I want you to join us as we celebrate the King of Kings this morning. It is because of him that we live. If not for him, you and I wouldn't have been alive this morning. For the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around the skies. Gracious God, to thee we raise this our sacrifice of praise. Gracious God, to thee we raise this our sacrifice of praise. For the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies. Gracious God, to thee we raise this our sacrifice of praise. This morning we say, gracious God, to thee we raise this our sacrifice. How sweet the name of Jesus sounds in every believer's ear. It soothes his sorrows, heals his wounds, and drives away his fears. It makes the wounded spirit whole and calms the troubled breast. Now to the hungry soul and to the weary. Oh, Jesus, my shepherd, brother, friend, my prophet, priest and king. Holy hope, my Lord, my life, my way, my end. Accept the praise I bring. For Jesus, my shepherd, brother, friend, my prophet, priest and king. My Lord, my life, my way, my end, accept the praise. Shaphat impact candle a flame of sacred love on dead need all tower of my heart on dead need all tower on dead need all tower of my heart. Oh, on dead need all tower on dead need all tower of my heart. On dead need all tower of my heart. What shall I say unto the Lord? All we have to say is thank you, Lord. What shall we say unto the Lord? Oh, so we offer to you. Yes, thank you, Lord. Say thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All we have to say. Say thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All we have to say is thank you, Lord. Say thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All we have to say thank you, Lord. We say if it hadn't been for your grace, where would we have been? Hello, you are God. Hello, ancients of days, reign, reign. There is none like you, Lord. Ancients of days, reign. You are God. Elohim, yeah. Ancients of days, reign, reign. There is none like our God. Papa, Bibian, Misron, your time for me. Yes, war your fair. Yes, run your time. Yes, war your pa. Yes, war your pa, Bibian. Yes, run your time for me. Yes, war. Yes, run. Yes, war your pa. Yes, war your pa. Yes, run your time. Yes, run your time for me. Yes, run your time for me. Say, Odimeni Semburuku, Odimechi Sejafedu. Yes, run your fair. Yes, run your time for me. Odimeni Semburuku, Odimechi Sejafedu. Yes, warrior fair. Yes, Ronia. Obubobo, Obubobo, Santa Tobia. Sina Yesu di Kanemi. Obubobo, Santa Sina Yesu di Kanemi. Obubobo, Obubobo, Santa Tobia. Sina Yesu di Kanemi. Eradi uye kase, Eradi uso, utini unyame ni narasa, unyame uso, unyame uye kase, Eradi uso, utini unyame ni narasa, Eradi uso.
Rooted in heritage. Shaped by ambition. Defined by style. Inspired by soul. This is Afro Quality, the first multi-country concept store for African brands. Now in Nairobi, Kigali, and Accra.
Dear Santa, all I want this holiday
is special family time.
Whenever you come around family, you can find love.
To go on an adventure.
Tickets to every game.
Some giggles.
And a puppy.
Let's go!
Yippee!
This holiday, simply stay connected and get all you want on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
In December 2023, the biggest play in the history of African theatre made its debut.
Formidable! The God of Iron, I stand on oath.
You saw it.
We sent you all the way to Ile-Ife to bring us greetings from Ifa.
By popular demand and in honor of Maoli Semevo, Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, presents The Gods Are Not to Blame this December 17th, 7 p.m., 18th, 7 p.m., and 19th, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Visit www.imagebureaugh.com or dial *714*46# for your tickets. Single 250 cedis, double 400 cedis. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, Balakwa. Sponsors Stanbic Bank, our media partners, and proudly brought to you by MTN.
This week on The Upside Down Show, we uncover a story of pain, regret, grace, and revelation. Frema Edunyame sits with a man who spent more than 2 decades in prison for an offense he did not commit.
How did you find yourself in prison?
I met a friend who happened to be a police officer. He took us to a place where the car was parked.
Right.
And then he said, this is the car
What car was it?
Then it was even a taxi cab also. Okay. He brought a car number plate and he asked me to replace that number plate on the car. Out of panic or whatever, he just disappeared. He was wearing a smock and suddenly the smoke fell down.
He shares his unbelievable journey and even brings his special greetings from Evangelist Mama Pat.
I'm bringing greetings also from our sister, Patricia. She's also doing well now.
You saw her?
Oh yeah, by the grace of God.
The day you came out and you saw the sun, when you stood out of Nsawam prison, where were you going?
What came to mind is that from hell to heaven, darkness to light.
One day you win.
One day you win.
One day you win.
One day you
win. Make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Channel 1 TV for a thought-provoking conversation you won't forget.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata, Papua, Perez Music,
Funko Bog,
Inchin Band, and DJ Mingle. Wear your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. The Situation All-White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM. And it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe.
It's time to promote volunteerism, active citizenship, and patriotism in Ghanaian society,
where we shine the spotlight on the unsung heroes among us.
Today, we're not just launching a program, we're igniting a revolution of skills, dreams, and hope.
On Volunteers TV, we highlight and celebrate people and groups that are great examples to us all.
Every single region in Ghana, we're doing something.
Good.
So no one's being left behind.
Over 800 kids that come to school, so having an extra classroom, extra resources will be really, really beneficial.
If you're a volunteer, you are actually serving because you are giving up your time and resources for nothing in return.
Volunteers TV, Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Habibi, my people, welcome to Dubai. My name is Sheikh Alkal bin Maktoum. Okay, so I am Caleb, right? Caleb Kuda is my name, and this is Beyond Borders on Channel 1 Television. We are in Dubai. So join me. Let us explore the allure, the beauty, and the reality of life and living it in Dubai through the eyes and the experiences of our compatriots.
Imagine 6 people, 10 people sharing a common room together.
If you're not chinampe, na complain there in the sense, why you are share one rooms now? It doesn't smell pleasant. Or hunting no complaints now, baby. Until if you're not
Dubai is one of the most organized, highly resourced, and well-endowed countries you would find.
You've been here for 7 months.
Yes.
Without a job.
Yeah.
How is it like?
So hard.
Tell me about it.
Struggling, renting and feeding is so hard.
Every frame per second of their lives in Dubai tells a story, and we've got it all captured right here on Beyond Borders, only on Channel 1 Television. So don't get told, don't miss out. Catch these compelling stories of Ghanaians in Dubai only on Beyond Borders on Channel 1 TV this and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I catch you.
Beyond Borders is sponsored by Copen Hospitality.
Welcome back. This is Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan. We'll continue the show, and it's now time for a very important conversation on, our health segment. So basically, during this time, we try bring you very important health conversations. But this time, we're tweaking it up a bit. We'll be joined by Dr. Annie Gazy. Very shortly, she's a behavioral, therapist, and she'll be helping us with a very important, or sharing insights into a very important conversation on why toxic people stay in relationship, the signs of a toxic relationships, the signs that your one stable relationship is heading south or becoming very toxic, ways to, tidy up. One, if you are already in a relationship you can describe as toxic, and also all the red flags. It's very important. Sometimes you don't see it clearly, but it's like gradually you are falling from a rather stable, healthy relationship into a toxic one. how do you even know that somebody's becoming one? All of that will be discussed on the show pretty shortly. So what we want you to do right now is that if you are watching us right now and you have any question, any comment, any contribution, you can do so via the WhatsApp number on your screen. Just text to the number, share your concerns with us, share your complaints with us. We'll be glad to provide useful help. If you don't want your identity, be made known, we will respect that as well. We'll just curate all of those messages and give you the necessary help you need. So it promises to be exciting. I'll probably start off by sharing, and it's going to be like just me and you right now, right? So guys, let's make this interactive. Do not send your messages, right? I'm going to start off with sharing my personal experience, right, with people I've seen in such relationships. It can be very traumatizing and a very difficult and dark place to be in. And of course, we've seen how deeply connected this is to issues around gender-based violence, how this is connected to issues around spousal violence. So 2 weeks ago, one of the big stories we had cause to discuss in this country involved a woman who was physically, severely assaulted by someone she would previously describe as a husband, rather cool, calm marriage, until things went south. And it got so bad to the point where this man would, physically inflict pain. There was also a lot of verbal abuse. There was also a lot of emotional abuse. And to the point where, he stripped this woman naked and beat her up in the full glare of the public. Distressing scenes we don't want to, show back on TV. It took a tenant in the house to video this to make it public. Before that, there were many, many instances also reported in the media as to how, some husbands were emotionally, physically, and verbally abusing their spouses. So clearly, it's a big conversation. Also, it's brought to the light the role of DOVSU, right? So the Domestic Violence and Victim Support Union has come to the fore again in the aftermath of all of these things that have sprung up, that they lack the capacity to be an effective unit, mandated to address some of these concerns because they lack the technical and the hands-on training. There were instances, so back to the case I recall, there were instances where the lady in question made several reports to the police with regards to how the husband had been assaulting her. After several complaints, nothing happened pretty much. It was still the same story. Then, of course, it took a video by a tenant who had had it to the max and couldn't tolerate it anymore to put it out there for the public to jump on. So it brings to the question, the response, right? Is it as though we, as a people, it's not an empathy question really. It's about how there seemed to be a lack of coordinated approach in dealing with some of these things. The social support systems you'd expect to have been put in place is rather much lacking, right? The gender ministry has also been criticized a lot for their role in all of this. People expect them to be a lot more upfront and not necessarily reactionary. So what is their approach in helping women? It's always after the case, after the fact. So they go in when it's already happened. But at this point, there are issues around how we need safe havens, right? So for women, for children, and all of that. I remember being on Breakfast Daily with Chris Carter early on in the week when the story broke. And of course, we opened the phone lines and one lady called from Adenta also. Those who follow the show closely will recall this. A 38-year-old woman who said her whole adult life has been about witnessing a very aggressive and a violent dad who has been inflicting so much pain and hurt on her mom and of course herself and her siblings. So it's a very serious conversation and it's important that we tackle this head on. There are issues around how young men, young boys see their dad go through some of these things, exhibit some of these traits, and now go on to become, like them. So it's important that we have all of these conversations. And it usually starts with a toxic relationship that would end up in marriage. So sometimes it happens and the red flags are ignored because of, a sense of wanting to be part of the person, a sense of, sometimes affection. It can be very deep. So even when the red signs are glaring, for some reason they ignore it. All of that will be looked at on the show pretty shortly. So we'll be anticipating Dr. Anigezi, who's expected to join us pretty shortly. But like I said, I would love to hear from you what your thoughts and comments are on this particular issue. If you have a personal story to share, we'll be glad to have you share it as well. Maybe we'll just open the phone lines as well so you could call into the show and we can, have a proper discussion and also look at ways to tackle this so that it doesn't go on to become a major issue. I'm checking to see, do we have Dr. Gezi on now? All right, so we'll get Dr. Gezi to join in pretty shortly so we could have this discussion. Again, like I said, so yes, like I said, Dr. Gezi will join us pretty shortly, but we also want to hear from you. You literally power the show through your comments, your questions, your contributions. So we want to know what you think on issues like this, in relation to other stories around gender-based violence, other stories around, violence and all of those issues that have come up in recent times. We'll take a quick break, and when we are back, I'm sure by which time Dr. Gezi would have joined us so we could have the discussion. Don't go away.
This is AFCON, my friend. Everything is a competition. Everything.
Join our family for AFCON Morocco 2025 from 21 December to 18 January. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata. Perez Music.
No, a Funko Bog, no, in your life, you take a
In Chin Chin Band. And DJ Mingle. Wear your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. The Situation All-White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM. And it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe.
In December 2023, the biggest play in the history of African theatre made its debut.
Before Ogun, the God of Iron, I stand on oath.
You saw it.
We sent you all the way to Ile-Ife to bring us greetings from Ifa.
By popular demand and in honor of Maoli Semevo, Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, presents The Gods Are Not to Blame this December 17th, 7 p.m., 18th, 7 p.m., and 19th, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Visit www.imagebureaugh.com or dial *714*46# for your tickets. Single 250 cedis, double 400 cedis. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, Balakwa. Sponsors Stambic Bank, our media partners, and proudly brought to you by MTN.
This week on The Upside Down Show, we uncover a story of pain, regret, grace, and revelation. Frema Edunyame sits with a man who spent more than 2 decades in prison for an offense he did not commit.
How did you find yourself in prison?
I met a friend who happened to be a police officer. He took us to a place where the car was parked.
Right.
And then he said, this is the car
What car was it?
Then it was even a taxi cab also. Okay. He brought a car number plate and he asked me to replace that number plate on the car. Out of panic or whatever, he just disappeared. He was wearing a smock and suddenly the smoke fell down.
He shares his unbelievable journey and even brings his special greetings from Evangelist Mama Pat.
I'm bringing greetings also from our sister, Patricia. She's also doing well now.
You saw her?
Oh yes, by the grace of God.
The
from
day
the
you came out and you saw the sun, when you stood out of Nsawam prison, where were you going?
What came to mind is that from hell to heaven, darkness to light.
One day you win.
One day you win.
One day you win.
One day
I hear you.
Make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Channel 1 TV for a thought-provoking conversation you won't forget.
Welcome back. This is still Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel 1 TV. It's now time for Dr. Anigezi to join us to bring insights, to share perspectives on toxic relationships, right? And why people still tolerate it. Maybe not tolerate it, but like they still just, for whatever reason, find it very difficult to live and it degenerates and becomes completely something else. Dr. Gezi, good morning and welcome to Sunday Breakfast.
Good morning, Jude. How are you?
I'm well. I'm thriving.
Sorry, forgive me. I'm trying to
By the
adjust
grace of
myself
God.
because it's Sunday.
It's fine. It's completely fine.
It's Sunday, so I'm trying to adjust to myself.
Wow. Again, the conversation we're having today, 2 weeks ago, the nation was just in uproar over the viral video we saw of how an irresponsible man, you can say, was just completely off the hook in a very distressing manner for me. I want you to just, help us appreciate the issues. For some people, they tell you that it's not as simple as it sounds, right? What are the complexities? Why is it so often very difficult for people to leave toxic relationships?
Okay, I mean, you know what? I'm excited about today because we can talk about it all day. At some point in almost everybody's life, you go through a relationship that is not that great. But I think before I even try to answer or discuss this topic, I think for me, it's about why do people go into relationship in the first place? Because we need to establish the reason why we go into relationships, or the majority, or should this almost everybody feels the need to be in a relationship or the desire to be in a relationship. So if we break it down to the fact that it can be a combination of so many different factors, could be psychological or emotional, or practical factors like I hate being on my own, loneliness, I need somebody, companionship, the fact that I think, Jude, by now you're bored with me talking about the impact of society on us, because we live in a community or a society where society detects or determines so many things in our lives. And one of them is about relationship. Because if you look at the average Ghanaian, I mean, now the culture is changing so much. We've moved on so much from so many things, and we are learning so much over the years. But once upon a time, and it still exists, you go to school, just before you finish, they expect you to bring somebody home to say, I'm studying, whether boy or girl, this is the person that I'm studying or we're courting. And then when you finish, it's a job first, or even straight into, we need somebody, even if your immediate parents or guardians don't talk about that, you get a community asking, oh, who is your boyfriend? Who is your girlfriend? Who are you marrying? Then when are you marrying? When is the wedding date? When are the babies coming? So I am talking about this because the pressure of society as to what we call, like normal, it's a norm. You have to be in a relationship. So because of that, people get to that age or that time and it's like, who is available? So there are so many, like I said, factors, and one of them is this person is available. Sometimes even society, or let's say your community or your parents or people close to you, will actually determine who you should go with. I have met people where parents have actually said that, you know what, actually you leave your boyfriend because he's too young. This one is ready, he's working, he's stable, he's got a home, he's got a car, he's got a job. So this is better. So the question is that, okay, I'm going into this, but what are the other consequences or factors that, am I really truly in love? Or somebody will say, well, how do you define love? Or am I compatible with this? I think this person, I think that's the kind of right word to use. So these toxic things sometimes derive from that. Do we really know the people that we are actually going out with? And even if we do, how much? And what are the reasons why people are staying in? And some of the factors are to do with the fact that financial reasons. This person can give me a stable home. This person can pay the bills, look after the kids, and that. Maybe the one that I truly want to be with won't provide that. So why not settle for this one? So economical reasons. It could also be for the fact that that's the one that is available at the time. I'm at that age that I need to settle down, and this is the one. And dependency, all of that. So these are some of the factors. Or we just make the wrong choices as well.
Is there a valid reason to say that you want to settle down with someone because you feel like, not because this is the time, but because you feel like time is going.
The box sort of time,
So more like because you feel like time is going, and out of fear of not finding, someone eventually. So more like settling down or compromising. Will you say is a okay enough reason to enter into a long-term or a marriage of a sort?
On personal basis as well as professional, I'll say no. But I think that I've had this discussion with a group before, and I was saying that settle down for love, for the fact that you're compatible. Marry your best friend, somebody you can laugh. Share things with. They understand your passion, you understand them. You don't have to share the same dreams and aspirations, but you're ready to support each other's dreams and aspirations. You're ready to understand. Because one thing I've realized is that if you click, what tends to happen is even the ugly side of them, you're able to tolerate. Whilst for somebody who you settle for, what tends to happen is all they need to do is sneeze and you get upset. You get really angry. You just can't stand it. You wake up in the morning and think, how did I? And that's why, we're having lots of divorce. The divorce rate is so high. It's the settling for. Because at the time, that is what you felt you needed. Or people around you felt that you needed that at the time. But 4, 5, 10, 15 years, it could even be 20, 30 years. Then you meet that old boyfriend or girlfriend and your heart is pounding that, why didn't I wait? Why didn't I wait for this person? Because this is the right person. But at that time, it felt so right. Everything about it felt so right. But then, should I say thank God or thank you for or not, good or bad, we have social media now. So we get to meet those old people that we left behind. And we think, wow, I should have stayed or waited or whatever. Then we realize that actually timing or whatever is not a factor anymore. We could have waited. We could have done it better. So I would say settling for no, but some people would argue that my situation now, are you trying to say that it's okay to wait for that boyfriend or girlfriend who is nowhere near where we can do what we have to do? A parent will argue that I'm not going to allow my daughter to marry, in quotes, a poor boy or somebody who is a student. Because I remember when, years ago, even when I was in school, I heard or college, people saying that their parents are saying, actually, you know what, this boy is still a student. When is he going to finish? When are you going to settle down? And boys don't mature early, and that, so settle for that one. And these are the factors. But many times you realize that they grow apart. They grow apart. People force themselves to stay.
Interesting. Let me find out from you your thoughts on the issue around more like the not a maxim, but like the concept of like bless this mess, right? So it basically says, or the idea behind it is that you enter into it now, you are so far gone that withdrawal is almost impossible. So you are hoping that you can get along, so bless this mess in quotes. So it's a mess, you enter it, but you are hoping that things get better. And sometimes there's a little commitment on both sides, but the differences begin to show, and it makes everything even much more difficult. How do you cope in a situation like that?
I would bring a little bit of a trending news that we are all aware of. I won't go into it because it's got legalities and all of that. And I'm not into that. I'm not I'm not a legal person or traditional person to comment. But I think recently, a death of a celebrity and all that is going on. If you look at one person invested so much, and not just financially, invested emotionally, invested with her life, invested with years of their time. Sometimes people get into that point where I'm not going to give up, even though it's not working, but I'm not going to give up because I've invested so much. And there's so many people, especially women, in that situation. It's like we started when we were 19 years or 21 years old, put everything into his career. I've done everything. I've sacrificed all my years. I'm not going to walk away. They know deep down that maybe it's not working. They know deep down that that's not where they're supposed to be. And they would really want to move on. But if they look at the years and then everything that they've put in, maybe they've even sacrificed their own career, maybe they've left their own family in terms of their biological family line and joined this person's family line. So their whole life, friendships, everything revolves around that marriage or relationship. It's very difficult to walk away. Because walk away to what? And if you walk away as well, you're losing a lot. I'm not saying based on that you have to stay there, but Jude, that's what makes it very difficult for most people. It's like, maybe I've got 4 children, I've got 3 children. Am I walking away? And then what? And then my children will blame me in future for the fact that, I walked away from their dad or I walked away from their mom. I might as well just stay in. I've committed anyway. So then the other factor about people go outside the relationship to have other affairs with people that they feel comfortable with, whether that is right or wrong. At the time, they just feel that if I can get that outside and then still keep this one that I've invested so much in, why not? Interesting.
So generally, it's not a bad idea, but you need to manage it.
When you say it's not a bad idea, how do we define bad in your bad?
Because the bless this mess concept is more like a compromising approach. So okay, fine. I'm going to compromise certain standards, to make this work. Sometimes
sorry, can I interrupt you? I'll say that, if the compromising is about this person is your best friend, you don't have any domestic abuse issues at home, there is nothing going on. It's just that maybe the chemistry is not as strong as you expect it to be. Like, I see him in my hard jams, or maybe the bedroom factor. I know for lots of people that is very important. So I'm not going to sit here and say, it's not important. It is important. So we look at all of those factors that what is it exactly that is upsetting you or making it difficult? And then you that is where maybe counseling can come in. So it could be religious counseling or seeing whoever, a counselor or somebody or a mediator to actually sit with you or both of you and look at what is making it so difficult for you to click. So yes, that's why a third person that is significant need to come into this and help her, because sometimes we're thinking out in our head and it's not coming out. So it's just all in our head that maybe if I get Joe Blocks, he'll be better than this person, or maybe if I walk away, or you're listening to your friends and they tell you my husband did this, he did that, and he did that. And maybe that is not even true, but you're throwing it out there and you see them laughing, holding hands, and you're thinking, he doesn't do that for me. He doesn't buy me flowers. He doesn't acknowledge my birthday. He doesn't acknowledge. I'm not saying that is bad. If that someone does that to me, I'll be upset. But
Interesting.
Is it a big deal for you to maybe throw away 20 years or 30 years?
Yeah.
Years? So it's about looking at what is it exactly. But if it's a serious abuse that is really affecting you, then I would say no, that's not something to just look at it
throw
and
on
say,
away. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the red lines are all forms of abuse, right?
Exactly.
But if it's a value, how about if it's like a values kind of issue? So for example,
your values.
Compromising values. I mean, integrity, respect. Sometimes.
Then we're talking about abuse again, because obviously, if my values are not your values, you're not acknowledging them, because it's making me very unhappy. It's making the relationship.
It goes back to abuse.
It definitely.
Interesting.
Because if you don't respect me, then I'm insignificant to you, and I'm insignificant in the relationship.
And that is a form of emotional abuse, if I get you correctly. It is a form of
emotional abuse, yes. Coercion and everything. You don't acknowledge me as a woman or as a person or as a man. My values are not important to you.
But for but for the other issues, like as you put it, the bedroom issues, that can be worked on. That can be worked on, right?
That's an individual thing.
Interesting.
If the woman is very like, I need this to happen, and it's not happening, then maybe she'll start looking elsewhere. Or if the man feels that is what is because for some people that is very, very important. And for others as well, it's secondary. We've been together God knows how long. So if we do our bedroom affairs once a month or once every 3 months, we are comfortable with that. Some people understand. But if it's a very important issue and it's not happening, then it can break the marriage. It can seriously break the relationship. So, yeah.
Interesting. Very briefly, what will you a lot has been said, and we are grateful for your insights, as always, into these issues. What will you describe as a toxic relationship from all that we've gleaned so far? It has general understandings when you mention it, but for the uninitiated, really, what will you say is borderline toxic relationships?
Toxic is where there is severe abuse that affects an individual. So it can be a combination of sexual abuse, physical abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse. It could be one or lots of them where you're not valued. Abuse can be broad. It's funny because I was discussing this with some people yesterday, and we were talking about in some cultures, and especially in Nigeria, you marry, the whole family are involved. If you upset your husband, even the mother or the sister-in-law can come and beat the woman, and this is abuse. So even the man is not directly abusing the woman, but allowing their family to come in and then abuse their wife because they are not happy with maybe the woman has taken too long to have a baby, or is not cooking the food that mother used to cook before, and all of that. So if it's actually you're compromising so much, and we're not just talking about women, we're talking about both men and women. If you're compromising so much that it affects you, it's a bit like addiction. It's what mental health, whatever is happening, is it actually affecting you? Affecting your everyday life, making it difficult for you to function the way you would. Like, you are a career person, but you're not being allowed to pursue your career. You're not being allowed to do certain things that makes you comfortable and help you with your everyday life. My question is my answer is that's toxic. You can't be at the place where you're so emotionally broken or physically broken or sexually broken to the extent that you don't have your freedom. And you need to start asking yourself questions whether this is the rightful place for me.
Interesting. I really appreciate those viewpoints, Dr. Anigezi.
Sorry, Jude, can I just add one as well? Because we're not talking about domestic abuse, we're talking about toxic relationships, and that could be friendships as well, especially young people. Really toxic friendships that
I was going to come to that. So I was going to say, even beyond spousal relationships, there are other forms of relationships, and you clearly put it out, perfectly. There are friendship relationships. There are even some relationships between like
colleagues,
right, and superiors,
Awesome.
right? So at the
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
I understand. I just saw a comment from a viewer, even saying that there are even relationships in the church involving pastor,
Yeah.
congregant, and sometimes gets very abusive, where certain demands are made. The member or the church member is unable to meet them, and for some reason there's a huge psychological burden on the church member. It affects their faith, it affects their well-being, and all of that. So the responses you've given us today, I want to believe, encompasses all kinds of relationships, right?
It does, Jude. It does. And I'm glad that you talked about the religion. Sometimes I get excited when you ask me these questions that I miss out things. But as you know by now, my faith is I'm a Christian. But
Yep.
sometimes we abuse that position of being a pastor or a leader in church, especially when there's one leader is not a denomination that has got a body that oversees everybody. So it's like, in the name of God, do this or don't do this, don't sit down. Somebody was telling me in this day and age, saying to the ladies in the church, you can't wear trousers because you're not a man. If you say something that is not what he wants, he can ask you to fast like for 3 weeks for forgiveness of sins. I said, my God, this is a call. This is not a church. Even God, for some of us who are Christians, we know He's giving us His free will. I think Christian religion is the one that is the most flexible. So how can you tell people to do certain things? You can't wear this, you can't do this, you can't do this. We worship God with our hearts. Sorry, I'm not going to preach here, but people in positions can use their position. It doesn't matter where, and it can be in church, everywhere. In the classroom, I'm the teacher, you do what I say, or I'm the headmaster, I'm the principal, I'm the lecturer. People in certain positions can use their position to abuse. And the relationship can be so toxic because you're so scared of losing your job. You're so scared that they will mark you down. You're so scared that you lose friendship because there's a friendship group. And is that one that's going to fetch the water? Is that one that is providing? We go out to eat. I'm the only one that is buying stuff all the time. If I don't do it, I'm going to lose this friendship that I don't want to do. And even now, it goes on to even platforms like WhatsApp platforms, Facebook platforms, all that, where people are abusing people because they feel that they've got the platform, the voice to be able to do that. And these are toxic relationships that people don't realize, but they feel that codependency, they're depending on that and they feel it's okay. And it's terrible.
Dr. Gazy, I get the sense that today's show will not give us enough time to delve into all of these issues, because I have a question for you on how people still stay in this despite this. You answered it briefly, but I have a couple of follow-up questions. But what we'll do is that because time is not on our side, we would have to continue this conversation next week. So a part 2 of toxic relationships, why people stay in them, how to spot the signs. It's also a very important part. But I'm so grateful for your time this morning.
That's it. And Jude, I'll be happy if you bring some of the questions that people ask online as well.
Definitely, I'll do some.
So that we can look at that next week.
We'll do. We probably could even do a phone-in segment as well. So people call in and share their thoughts, and you provide useful responses.
That'll be fantastic.
Technology was on our side today, but it's fine. It's part of it. But I'm so grateful for your time this morning, Dr. Annie Gazy, for sharing, as usual, useful insights, amazing feedback, and very honest opinions, right, on the issue we discussed today. We'll take a quick break. When we're back, we delve straight into Ghana's biggest agri-fair. It's happening for the second time, started off on Friday. Yesterday was just mind-blowing. Today promises to be fantabulous. Charlie, you don't want to miss out on it. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back, guys. This is Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel 1 TV. We'll cross over to the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park, where AgriFair is currently happening. And my lovely, ever jolly, ever amazing, sometimes co-host Chris Carter is there. And my best friend here at Channel One TV, Ekon Kumson, is also with Chris at the Ifwa Sadaran Children's Park to bring us live updates. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Sunday Breakfast.
Yeah, good morning, dude. Good morning.
Yeah. Hi, bestie. Hi, bestie. Eko. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's very interesting how you're calling me your best friend, but it's fine. I smell the mischief in there, but it's welcome. That's fine.
Amazing.
Anyway, it's day 3 of the Agri Fair, and we are here at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park, and it hasn't started yet, but people are already coming in, trooping in to buy as the vendors set up.
Interesting.
Because it officially starts at 10 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been good, Jude. It's been good from day 1 till now. Friday was overwhelming. I enjoyed myself so much because Friday I also expected a lot of people to show up, but then they beat our expectation. I actually engaged with someone who came on Friday, and he said all the produce he had prepared for the 3 days was sold out in day 1. So he has no reason to come back today, yesterday and today. So I was just like, wow, like you are done with everything. He's like, yeah, he's done with everything, and for him, he's done and he's going back. So it's been very, very good. People have really sold out. And let me tell you, the variety of things we have here is what really tells a proper story of what we are doing here when it comes to the Agri Fair. There's eggs, we have turkey, we have chicken, we have guinea fowl, we have rabbit. So tilapia, on the protein side, we have tilapia, we have fresh fish as well, dry fish, catfish, everything on the protein side.
Right.
But let's look at the vegetables.
On the plant side, we have a lot of vegetables. We have from the local vegetables to the foreign ones. And everything is actually grown right here in Ghana. And you can get a variety of them. Even the ones I've never seen before. I only see them in books or documentaries.
Really? Which one? Which one would that be?
Something bitter gourd. Bitter gourd.
Hey, my God.
Yeah, and it's grown right here in Ghana. And also there are different types of plants too that we've learned in biology that are here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing the hazelnut plant. You know something? Let's just go check out. Jude, let's show you something here.
Yeah.
So a few plants here that you can actually buy and take home or go nest them, and I mean, grow some strawberries for yourself. I mean, the strawberry plant is here. We have spinach.
And we have the blueberry.
We have ginger mint. We have aromatic ginger. I never knew anything like aromatic ginger.
Yeah, and there's even cardamom here. Alligator pepper.
Stavia.
Yeah.
We have English pear. We have hazelnut.
And peach.
Yeah, we have peach as well. We have ashwagandha.
Yeah.
Do you know what ashwagandha is?
Ashwagandha is actually a very powerful herb.
Is that strawberry I'm seeing there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's strawberry.
And there's blueberry.
Are you telling me strawberry is grown in Ghana?
Yeah.
Well, they are telling us it's possible to be grown here because
This is a first, and pardon my ignorance. I had no clue whatsoever that strawberry are being grown here.
Yeah.
Incredible scenes. Wow. But what was the
alligator pepper as well?
Interesting. Eko, what was the feedback yesterday? We know that the presidential advisor for the 24-hour economy was there. The official launch took place where Samen spoke. Bernard was there as well. What was the mood like? What was the feeling like having him go through most of the vendor stalls yesterday?
It was exciting for a lot of people. People are really excited about that because, I mean, to see the backing of government when it comes to this, especially a 24-hour economy, a lot of people were pretty excited about it, and they were like, they felt like this is such a great endorsement from the government for what we are doing here. Especially, you know how you feel when you have like a government rep, visit your stand and you tell them about your business. For them, it feels like, oh my God, I mean, Ghana is seeing what I am doing, and it's good for people to see that as well. So for me, it was really good. I don't know about you, Chris. How was it for you? When,
Chris. I mean,
no, for me, it was actually very good. I feel like the vendors were all inspired to do more, and also witnessing them here also would let them know that this is what is happening in the agriculture sector. Sometimes they hear it, but they don't see it. But they have come to also witness it feel it. Like feel everything that is happening here and see what is happening in Ghana. So when we talk about agriculture, they know that yes, there's actually a potential for the agricultural industry to blow the economy or to contribute more to the economy.
Interesting.
So it was really good,
Chris,
Jude, and we enjoyed it.
You know, early on this week, very briefly, Echo. So we know early on this week, yourself and together with me, we were interviewing a lot of the vendors who passed through the studio for Breakfast Daily Conversations on the fair. Do you get the sense that some of the things they promised during the interview have been delivered in terms of, like, if you visit their stores, do you see the same level of promise being delivered on the grounds?
Yes, it's been delivered and more.
Wow. Incredible.
I think they've over-delivered for that.
Yes. It's been delivered and more.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They've delivered. And
Echo, you were saying something.
But I want to engage a few of the vendors that we have here. Because from the National Service Authority, I think they were on the City Breakfast Show, and they spoke about how they will have a lot of produce when it comes to eggs and poultry as well. So, hi, sir. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good.
How's it been for you? Day 1, day 2, today's day 3. What would be your general observation of the Agri Fair these past 3 days?
Fantastic. It has been very massive sales for us. In fact, we unexpected that we will sell out so much. In fact, so far we've sold about closely to 700 birds. That's full chicken. And for the eggs, about 500 crates has gone already.
Wow. About 500 crates. So if somebody shows up today, do you still have enough for them? Do you have enough stock?
We still have eggs.
Okay, how much is the eggs?
300 to 400.
How much is the crate of egg going for?
But how much is the... Good. My host wants to know how much a crate of egg is going for.
Well, it depends on the sizes. We have the range from 45, 30, 45, 50.
All right. So can we see the 30, can we see the 45, and can we see the 50? So let's say something like this. How much is this going for?
This is 50 CDs.
Oh, okay. Based on the size.
Based on the size.
All right. Can we see the 45 as well? And then we get to see. So, I mean, Jude, they have different sizes here.
But that's incredible because on the market, this would go for ordinarily 70 CDs.
Yeah, 70 CDs, 80 CDs. That's true. So that is 45, right? Yeah. And this is 50. Yeah.
But how do you tell the difference?
Oh, I mean the size. This is slightly bigger than this, so you can tell the difference.
Okay.
You know, you can tell the difference in size.
Tell them that.
So
please tell them that the co-host said that the egg they put there, is not going back. So as you put
anyway, the co-host said I should tell you that the eggs he sees he's coming for them. By the way.
All right, so Jude is actually coming.
Yeah, he'll be here today.
But then again, a lot of people are coming in. The vendors are coming in and putting up their stalls, packing their things. And I'm glad that a lot of people sold out yesterday. It made me happy too.
Yeah.
That a lot of people sold out. And there was one peculiar story. Well, that was in day 1. This person came all the way from Oti region. She brought stuff there, and she brought things for 3 days. And everything sold out on the first day. Now the question is, should I go back to Oti region and go and bring more?
Yeah.
Wow.
We didn't even know.
I felt like people underestimated calls for them to like really beef up their products, right? Because I remember on the radio show, and even Chris, yourself, and we kept emphasizing that bring a lot of stuff because people are going to. Wow. Anyway, what was the expectation for today? Because yesterday I'm being told that as at 2-3 p.m. people are sold out. What's the anticipation for today?
Well, today is the last day.
Yeah, today is the last day.
So
you can expect some good things.
Yeah, you should expect serious selling. I call today like the big buy day. The big buy day because the last day everybody wants to sell what they came with.
Yeah.
So definitely there might even be some massive discounts. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. So if you're home and you're thinking, should I be here? You should come. I mean, the last day of the last Agri Fair, we bought okra as like so big for 5 CDs. I had a lot. I bought a lot.
There's something interesting happening right behind us, right? So, Tropo Farms, who are producers of Volta Catch tilapia, they are actually stocking up, their tilapia in there. And you see, like, Jude, this whole van is full of tilapia. And if the camera can draw closer so we get to see, so there you have it. You know, they are actually getting ready, preparing to, stock up so people can come around and buy tilapia as well. And I think a kilo is going for like 65 cedis.
I bought some yesterday.
And that was just crazy.
I bought some yesterday. I showed my
Hey,
friend.
the tilapia that they are selling it at the chop bar, 70
So,
cedis,
yeah,
no.
for 65 Ghana cedis, that you
Yeah,
can get a kilo.
Yeah.
You mean to
different
tell me
sizes.
that the
Can you please-
tilapia... Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I'm saying that you mean to tell me that the tilapia that is being sold for 70 cedi at the chop bar is going for 60 cedis a kilo at Agri-Fair.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Jude, let me just surprise you. Let me blow your mind, okay? Now, see, there. So this is 2 kilos. And you can get this for 130 cedis.
Wow. That's why people go to a
You see
chop
how
bar,
huge they
they'll
are?
cut the tail. They'll cut like
Oh, yeah,
1/4. And they'll tell
So
you...
this one you buy to the chopper for like 150 cedis. Just one.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Can you speak
there we have
to...
it as well. So
I want you to engage some of the vendors, right? And I want to hear from them. I want to hear from the horse's own mouth.
Oh, how it has been.
How it's been
Anyway,
for them.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am good, and you?
I'm doing very, very fine. Describe your experience at the Agri-Fair 2025, the second edition, because you are here for the first edition and you are here for the second edition as well. What will be your, general observation?
I think it's been better than the first edition, and more people, more exhibitors, and it's a good thing, actually.
All right. Now, for Tropo Farms, you come selling tilapia. How would you describe the patronage this past 3 days? Or 2 days, let me say.
It's been good. It's been good. I think the public knows that Volta Catch is a brand to trust when it comes to fresh tilapia in Ghana and across Africa. So the patronage has been good, and we're just calling on people to come more on Sunday so that we can clear up what we have. We promised to serve the people 5 tons, and we still have some more left.
All right. So how many tons have you sold already?
I think we are down about 2.53 tons, so we have about 2 tons left. So we are really calling on people to come by and then pick up.
All right. And another exciting thing about Volta Catch is that apart from, selling raw tilapia, they actually on the grill side too, making some grilled tilapia and banku.
And that's good. And actually, when you buy from Volta Catch, you also get to spin a whale and you win some goodies as well. So it's not just the tilapia.
Wait.
Hey.
You didn't tell me this yesterday. I bought some. And I didn't spin anywhere.
Okay, so
No, we have to.
I'll take care of you. But when you buy from us, then you have a chance to play a game. You spin a wheel, you can win an apron, you can win a chopping board, you can win very, very amazing things.
And you can actually win more fish.
5 kg of fish, 10 kg of fish, 3 kg of fish, 1 kg, 2 kg. So
you tricked
amazing
me.
things. No, I'll take care of you.
So that's very interesting as well. It feels good to be here. So Jude, I hope right after your show you are making your way here, because you have to be here. Like, you have to be here to see it for yourself. So I see Fine Pack Industries when it comes to packaging as well.
Yeah.
They are also here
And
at the Agri-Fair. Yeah, Vekomiti Ghana is also here as well. And then, these are all brands from the Horticulture Business Platform. So they are all, engaging with the Horticulture Business Platform. And you can see the things they have here. Some packaged foods as well. Peanuts as well. It's been very, very good.
And this is the production team.
Yeah, this is the production team. Good morning,
guys. You're
production
on
team.
air.
I hope you guys are doing
Say
well.
hi to Jude.
So yeah, these are the guys. That's quite interesting to see. So Jude, it's very, very good.
Yeah.
But I want us to see this done. Maflix Trust.
Maflix Trust. Yesterday, I actually bought some orange sweet potatoes from them. And orange sweet potatoes are one of the healthiest sweet potatoes in the world. And they have it right here.
Oh, so that's it.
Yeah, these are the orange sweet potatoes, because there are different types of sweet potatoes. They have the white, they have the purple, and they have the orange. So the orange is one of the healthiest.
Wow.
And they have the white and the orange. So in case you want any variety, it's right here.
Wow.
Please, how much are they going for? Can you get them to run through their prices for us?
Okay, so this orange sweet potato, I bought it for 20 yesterday, but I had a good discount. I don't know if it's because I'm Chris Carter, but yeah, I had a good discount yesterday.
How much is this?
20 cedis.
20 cedis.
Yeah.
All this, Jude, all this for 20 cedis, by the way.
You don't mean it.
So that's, I'm serious.
Yeah.
All this for 20 cedis.
Wow.
All this for 20 cedis. And how much is this going for?
20
All this for 20 cedis as well, bro.
Yeah.
They should just rename their shop to 20 cedi shop.
20 cities, right?
And how much is this?
It's
Oh,
40.
okay. So all these onions for 40 cedis.
Wow.
That's also very good. I mean, good sizes as well, and it feels good to be here. I mean, we have garden eggs, we have bunch, you know, for the fufu this
Cassava.
Christmas as well.
We have
you can
some
do
pepper.
that. So pepper.
And we have some garden eggs, and we have some okra.
Yeah.
And the white sweet potato. Like I said, white sweet potatoes are also very nutritious. And, well, of course, we have yams. And, yeah, we have some gari made from sweet potatoes.
All right.
Okay.
But, Chris, I think you should engage like the ref from Maflix. These guys are doing very, very well.
Hi, how are you? Hi. It's actually good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, so tell me, what has the feeling been like for the 2 days?
Okay, for the past 2 days, we've been able to make sales, and we've realized that this fair had brought people from different angles coming to discovering new things, especially with the sweet potato and the gari and other stuff. So this fair has brought more contacts for business and also generated a lot of
We're taking money to the bank. All right, so but is this your first participation, or were you at the last one?
I think from the inception. So this is the third one.
Oh no, okay, so that means you've been in some of our programs.
Yes.
Oh
Sir.
yeah, okay, so you were in the last one too. So this is the second agri fair for you.
It should be the third one.
No, I think he's
no.
So he's actually mistaking this
we had
for
another one here.
that this is Ghana Fair.
Sorry. So this is the second one.
Yeah, so they were at This Is Ghana too. Yeah, all right. So it's good that you made some sales, but there are people at home watching you right now. What would you tell them?
I'm telling them that today is the last day, so they should come in their numbers, and we've discounted most of our produce, and they are at a low cost, so they should come and buy so that they can be able to enjoy the Christmas, and then we make contacts and do more business.
All right. But where are you located?
Our main farm is at the Tajevu in the Volta region, but we have an office at Shimota and also pack house at the VPEG area there, where we normally bring the goods and then we now supply them to the various supermarkets.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much.
Chris,
Thank you so much.
tell
Really
him
nice
that
talking to you.
Jude Duncan said he's coming, so he should remember the name.
Okay, so my host,
My friend.
my co-host Jude Duncan said he's coming, so remember his name when he comes.
Thank you,
I can see
Chris.
some okra there as well, some garden eggs there as well. But this is what's exciting for me.
The contemporary.
Yeah.
The contemporary.
Yeah, the
right?
contemporary is exciting
Yeah.
to see, actually. Because, you know, we've been complaining a lot about how our contemporary is losing its freshness. But, Jude, from what I can see here, it's even on the sun, but it's not folding already.
It looks fresh.
It feels fresh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Incredible.
it looks fresh. It looks really, really fresh.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I love what I am seeing.
How much is it going for? Do we know?
As well.
So how much is this going for? 5 cities.
Wait.
Hey, are they sure? Please ask them, is the shop for them or they are just somebody's?
5 cities. All right. So one interesting thing about them is like they are actually a group of female farmers under Gafafal. Yeah, under Gafafal, and Gafafal has given them the platform to sell without interruption, without any issues. Because when they go to the market to sell, sometimes the market women are not really happy that their farmers are coming to sell. But Gafafal has given them this platform, this stage, bringing them all together from different parts of the country to sell their produce.
And how much is the banchi going for? Banchi, the cocoyam.
Ankari aye. Banchi no say aye. Wow, Jude, this is 30 cities. This is 50 cities.
Where are they? Like, guys, relax. Guys, relax.
Are you shocked?
I'm the things they are selling. Can you please find out where did they get them from? Because I want to be sure they are farming it.
No, because they are actually farmers.
Yeah. Where's your farm located, by the way?
Central region, Anomabo. Yeah, Anomabo Daman.
So that's where you
produce,
farm all of this.
Yes.
How big is their farm?
So we are association called ACPA, Acacia Cross Planting Association, in Central Region, Anomabo Daman.
All right. And how big is the farm?
The farm, we are 52 in number.
Oh, 52 farmers.
Farmers, yes.
All right, but how big
we have
is
a
the
lot
farm?
of farmers. We have a lot of farmers, but we are association.
Oh,
Okay. So it's not just one farm. It's a lot of farms, a collective farm. But you know, they came under an association, and Gafafao are the ones that brought them, giving them the
and there's
platform
Zomi.
to sell what they have without
Please
interruption.
ask the Zomi. You need it for God.
The Zomi is how much?
How much is this?
150
cedis,
cedis.
dude.
Wow.
It's
Hey,
100.
Charlie, why?
Jude, you're coming, eh?
I have to, cause clearly, I really have to. Anyway, incredible stuff.
Yeah, and we also have a Vivi Foods here. You know, recently Vivi added oil to their line of products, the soya bean oil as well. So you can be here to get some Vivi for yourself, a Vivi rice, a Vivi
need
oil,
no,
a Vivi chicken.
no introduction. Amazing group of guys.
Yeah, and then your Christmas is set.
And they're one of the first, and they're one of the people that actually sold out to on the first day.
Yeah,
Their rice was gone on the first
sold
day,
out easy,
and they had to
so-
go up and bring more.
Yeah, and this Mango Line Farms, they also have eggs.
Eggs.
And I mean, their eggs are also like really good sizes as well.
But why is
So,
Mango?
dude,
Why is Mango Line
today-
selling eggs?
Why we're expecting them to sell mangoes.
Mangoes.
Obviously. Anyway, go ahead, Echo.
Anyway, but it's really good because we are, I mean, right in front of the stage, and today is going to be such a party right here because in Chinchin Band, they will be in their house, so you can see the setup going up already. Drums ready, keyboard. DJ Abeku is actually on the turntables. I mean, giving us some good gospel music to warm us up because today is Sunday as well. So he's warming us up in the spirit of the Lord. So we'll be able to. We couldn't go to church, so we're having church right here at the Agri Fair. So don't worry at all. It's going to be such an awesome time. You can make your way here now with your kids, with the family. Gospel music happening right now. So you can actually get to worship and have your service right here at the Agri Fair. But in the afternoon, in Chinchin Band will be here. What are your expectations, Chris?
No, well, talking about music, we've been having a good time from the first day.
Uh-huh.
You know, like when it gets to the end, we play some music.
Yeah,
and
some DJ sets.
all the vendors come and dance.
Yeah.
So in Chinchin Band coming today. If you're not here, I don't know. I don't know where you should be.
Yeah,
Here.
you are
should actually
shopping,
be here.
you are partying. It's a whole experience.
Interesting.
for-
Guys.
So we're giving you like a mini concert. Where will you get that?
I feel you completely.
Talk to
on
us,
this.
Jude.
I understood also that yesterday, Momone and Kobe, he was in high demand. Can you verify that for me? Is that true?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there was this lady screaming, "Mama Nio, Mama Nio."
Yeah,
Oh.
Mama Nio everywhere.
Everywhere I buy Momone.
And there's Kobe as well. Yeah, and yesterday a lot of people were asking for beef. We'll have some beef in the house today, so you can be here to get your pork, your beef, your turkey. See, Jude, live turkey being killed right here at the Agri Fair. So they'll kill it and they'll dress it for you, and you take the whole turkey home.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving came early for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I remember.
it's good. It's good to be here at the Agri Fair to experience all of
I
this.
remember you interviewing the National Service Farms, and they said that they sold 700
Mensa.
birds yesterday. Can you hear me, call?
Yeah.
Wow, the poultry,
they
poultry
killed
stands.
700 birds yesterday. I mean, they sold 700 birds yesterday.
Yeah, from
How-
the National Service.
for the poultry birds and the livestock area, have they already set up?
Well, some people are already setting up their goods. So we are expecting that by 9 o'clock, everything should be all set because there are a lot of vendors coming in this early morning already. People who want to buy early and not, be among of the traffic, or maybe they probably have other things to do. They're coming this early to buy their things already. So we hope by 9 o'clock, everybody will be set up.
Yeah, but I mean, I told you guys there'll be beef in the house. Chris, look this way. You can see the cow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, they've arrived. We are going to slaughter them right here, and then we'll be able to sell it.
The
to
cow will
people
be
as well. So,
slaughtered.
hey,
The cow will be
it's going to an awesome
slaughtered. The cow will be
experience. You
slaughtered.
don't want to miss this
Wait,
at all.
Echo,
You
is the
have to
cow
be
for
here
sale?
to have a good experience?
Echo.
But I mean, is Mensa coming? Mensa, I want to know if Mensa is coming.
No,
Is
I'm
Jude
coming. I'm coming. Yesterday I was there. Today I'll be there.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah,
It will be good to have you here
I-
and to see you actually, because we have some fights.
We have outstanding beef. like the beef that will be slaughtered today. We also have outstanding beef. We'll continue it. Wow.
Like the beef that will be slaughtered today, you have outstanding beef with you.
Oh, yeah. Outstanding beef, yeah. No pun intended, by the way. But hey, guys, if you're at home and you're watching us now, we are here at the Agri Fair for Sutherland Children's Park. It's very, very easy to find. Just make your way to the National Theatre and you'll be able to locate us. We are just opposite the National Theatre, or just in the National Theatre, opposite Kempinski Hotel. So, you know, all these landmarks are easy to find. Make your way here and you are going to have a really good and an awesome experience right here at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. We are here till after 6 p.m. So if you don't come, you're going to miss out. And listen, Inchinchimba will be in the house. So from afternoon, we'll be going to have a good time right here at the Agri Fair. There's so much to buy, there's so much to see, and there's so much to experience. But I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah, I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors. We have Ghana Exim Bank, Gersel, IDH, LCIC, we have DB,
Horticultural Business Platform.
Horticultural Business Platform.
Development Bank Ghana.
Development Bank Ghana.
Yeah, all of them for
and
supporting
Impact
us.
Also.
Yeah, Agri Parliament. All of us for supporting us to make sure we're able to come
And of
with
course,
you for the second
our
edition
amazing
of the
partner,
Agri Fair
Trillium Ghana, for jumping on as
Trillium
partners.
Ghana, providing us with water and all
See,
that.
Vena is everywhere. Vena water is everywhere. Vena water is everywhere.
Yeah.
So you have to get it for yourself as well.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, and we hope to see you this morning or this afternoon. Jude, that's it from the Efwa Sutherland Children's Park. It's going down. So we want to see you all here. My name is Chris Carter.
Yeah, and my name is Ekor Kumsin. You know, you can, when you come and you see me dancing, don't judge, please.
Yeah, just say
just
hello.
join. Just join the jamboree.
Lovely stuff, guys. Grateful for your time. So you heard there Ekor Kumsin and Chris Carter, who brought us live updates from the A4 Sutherland Park, where Agri Fair 2.0 is currently happening. Friday was breathtaking. Yesterday, Saturday was unbelievable. Today promises to be truly remarkable. Guys, you know what to do. Please just find your way to the A4 Sutherland Park. Get it cheap. But the point is not even about the prices, right? The point is that this is a way to significantly change our economy for good. A country that doesn't buy and eat from their own has no place in terms of where the world is headed to, right? So we need to support our own. We need to help local farmers maximize. The recent glut issues in the country have showed us that it is not an issue of potential, nor is it a capacity issue. It's mainly a distribution issue, right? So we've created this platform to, in part, address the distribution challenges today. So we need you to make your way there, buy from them, buy in bulk, you know, and support the local farmer today. And we are so confident that with this little way, we can all contribute our quota to make this great nation great and strong. We'll take a quick break. When we're back, there's our nutrition segment and the sports. Don't go away.
This is AFCON, my friend. Everything is a competition. Everything.
Join our family for AFCON Morocco 2025 from 21 December to 18 January. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata, Perez Music, Inchin Band, and DJ Mingle. Wear your best all-white fit, bring your dancing shoes, and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. The Situation All-White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM. And it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensah.
For social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensah.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
This week on The Upside Down Show, we uncover a story of pain, regret, grace, and revelation. Frema Edunyame sits with a man who spent more than 2 decades in prison for an offense he did not commit.
How did you find yourself in prison?
I met a friend who happened to be a police officer. He took us to a place where the car was parked.
Right.
And then he said, this is the car
What car
we
was
are.
it?
Then it was even a taxi cab also. Okay. He brought a car number plate and he asked me to replace that number plate on the car. Out of panic or whatever, he just disappeared. He was wearing a smock and suddenly the smoke fell down.
He shares his unbelievable journey and even brings his special greetings from evangelist Mama Pat.
I'm bringing greetings also from our sister, Patricia. She's also doing well now.
You saw her?
Oh yeah, by the grace of God.
The day you came out and you saw the sun, when you stood out of Nsawam prison, where were you going?
What came to mind is that from hell to heaven, darkness to light.
One day you win.
One day you win.
One day you win.
One day
I hear you.
Make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Channel 1 TV for a thought-provoking conversation you won't forget.
Habibi, my people, welcome to Dubai. My name is Sheikh Alkal bin Maktoum. Okay, so I am Caleb, right? Caleb Kuda is my name, and this is Beyond Borders on Channel 1 Television. We are in Dubai. So join me. Let us explore the allure, the beauty, and the reality of life and living it in Dubai through the eyes and the experiences of our compatriots.
Imagine 6 people, 10 people sharing a common room together.
If you're not a na complain there in the sense, why do you share one rooms now? It doesn't smell pleasant. Or haunting no complaints now be bring to the fair no tomb.
Dubai is one of the most organized, highly resourced, and well-endowed countries you would find.
You've been here for 7 months.
Yes.
Without a job.
Yeah.
How is it like?
So hard.
Tell me about it.
Struggling, renting and feeding is so hard.
Every frame per second of their lives in Dubai tells a story. And we've got it all captured right here on Beyond Borders, only on Channel 1 Television. So don't get told, don't miss out. Catch these compelling stories of Ghanaians in Dubai only on Beyond Borders on Channel One TV this and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'll catch you.
Beyond Borders is sponsored by Copen Hospitality.
Welcome back. This is Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel One TV. My name is Jude Duncan. We'll continue the conversation now. Our favorite registered dietitian, Nadia Sia, joins us on the show for a conversation on something we started last week, part 2 of diabetes, lifestyle, everything nutrition related on this segment of the show. Thank you so much for your time. And now, I hope you are well. I love your outfit. I like your pants. You should give me the material. Some left. No, you should give. I have to swear kaftan with it. We're on the show. I'm not even joking. And you're welcome on Sunday Breakfast.
Thank you, Jude.
Wow. Agri-Fair is happening.
Yeah.
You've not been there yet, but you've been
Yeah,
there
I have heard of. Yesterday, somebody sent me a video of very fresh contemporary. You know me and my locals, and I used to be
for
here.
5 CDs. I was shocked.
Yes, and the vegetables, they come and tell me they found this. So I said today I'll be there myself to enjoy there.
I was thinking you'd have been there already to mark the
Yes.
vendors and see whether they are
In fact, I
selling
will
it
be.
under appropriate conditions. But of course, we look at all of those before we bring them to the fair. Wow. So you'll be there today?
Yes, I'll be there today. I can't wait to be there.
I'll be
Yeah.
looking forward to you having a stall there in subsequent editions.
I will.
You know, to advise, maybe advise you on, you know, agric buying.
Yes.
You know, vegetables and all of that. Because I think there's a
that would be very
there's
exciting.
a market for it.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes. And the herbs. Oh God, I can't wait.
I hope to see you there. I'll be there
Yeah.
myself too. I was there yesterday.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
there today as well. Anyway, so diabetes and lifestyle choices, all of that being put together. I just want you to, in like 30 seconds, give us a brief. Diabetes is something we've discussed a lot on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just give us a brief overview of what we discussed last week, and also we delve into issues that we unpacked. There were a couple of messages. I'm trying to pull them up. Then you get them to address it for us.
Okay, so November has been set aside to discuss diabetes, to join the world as the world celebrated World Diabetes Month in this month. So we have spoken a lot, but the one thing I want viewers to have in mind is the goal is to ensure that we don't have spikes in our blood sugar levels after meals. Mostly that has been the issue. So last week when we had the screening at the military hospital, most people will complain that I just finished eating, would my blood sugar level not go up? So when you finish eating and it goes that high, it means you haven't eaten the right meal. Of course, there is a range, it will go high, but it shouldn't be that high. So how do we prep our meals? How do we eat in such a way that the spike will not be there, but we will have the normal release of the blood sugar level? That has been the focus. So last week we talked about lemon juice and apple cider vinegar before your meal or with your meal. And a lot of messages came, so we couldn't speak about the main meal itself. So apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, okay, with your meal will help you slow down your blood glucose level. There is an enzyme in our guts, okay, that breaks down starch, not sugar. So that was where I said lemon or lime will work on starch, not sugar. So if you have it in your soda, it wouldn't work as it will work in your meal.
Interesting.
Okay.
So viewers, not this year runs and not diet and medical catering services. So if you are watching the show, and she sounded like a medical doctor, also because she works in a hospital. So she has a wealth of experience with some of these things that are discussing. Your messages came in thick and fast last week. We were unable to deal with them, but I've been able to pull some of them, so I'll be reading it. But what I want you to do right now is, if you're watching the show, please do well to send in your message, right? So we could put all together. And this segment of the show is usually powered by your questions, right? So please do well to send your question. If you are watching and you have anything that is, making you double-minded on any of the issues being raised on the show, we'll be glad to address all of that and more. Emmanuel Akowua sent a message, and he wanted to find out last week, how often should a person with diabetes see a doctor? And he goes on to ask, assuming that its conditions appear mild, can it be reversed or managed without medication? And this is from Emmanuel Akowua, who is watching in Somenya.
Okay, so pre-diabetes, normally, if the ranges are good, doctors will not give you medication. They will ask you to do diet and exercise. So when you are in the pre-diabetic range, you will definitely or most likely not be given medication, but you'll be asked to see a dietitian and also hit to the gym or the road. Make sure you are exercising more and eating the right meal directed by your dietitian. So you definitely need to see a dietitian for her to do the right assessment, have your diet history, and she'll put you on diet and you hit the gym. Dr. Umane will try and monitor this for, I think, 2 or 3 months. If it is not resolving, then he'll put you on medication. So yes, you can reverse prediabetes.
Sarah Teta says, Jude, can you kindly ask your guest what food make blood sugar rise quickly? And he says that, can she leave her contacts behind? I'm running late for church. Charlie. So I think her question is, what foods make your sugar rise quickly?
Eating starchy carbohydrates the wrong way. So the fact that your blood sugar level will go up when you eat starchy carbohydrates doesn't mean you shouldn't eat. By eating it the wrong way, so on our show today, we're going to discuss how best to eat starchy carbohydrates. So that takes us to the how.
Interesting. Okay. So just go on, and I'll add a few more questions later.
Yes, yes. So we have said a couple of times on this show that you are not supposed to eat starchy carbohydrates alone. The food should be balanced. You should have your starchy carbohydrates, you should have your protein, you should have your fat. If I say starchy carbohydrates, I mean the yam, the kenkey, the bangkun, the fufu, the plantain, the rice, all that fall under starchy carbohydrate. Managing diabetes, there is a rule that you don't eat naked carbohydrates. Naked carbohydrates is where you are eating just kenkey and pepper, okay, or rice and stew without any protein or vegetable. That way, the sugars, after some minutes, you have a spike because it is so naked. Let's see this example. So I like kebabs. Yeah. Okay, so you are grilling kebabs and you have very, very soft charcoal. You put them in the oven or on your grill. Within a short minute, they all light up and they bend. They burn easily, okay? So having a good charcoal that burns slowly is the best way. So when you're going to roast or grill, you're always looking for the type of charcoal that will give you the slow fire, not the one that will hit and then all burns easily. Just that will take you to, if you are eating a meal that is full of refined starchy carbohydrate, even if it is a whole grain and you don't have protein and fat added, you will have a quick release of the blood sugar, and with time it will just spike up your sugar level. And those are the unhealthy way to eat as a diabetic. So studies have shown, lots of science-based studies have shown that adding protein, adequate protein the right way. So on our screen, you see that the chicken, the skin has been removed. That is lean chicken. And even if it is a red meat, occasionally we all do red meat. Okay, so occasionally when you take the red meat, it should be the type that doesn't have the fat. Yes, we know that the fat is the sweetest part, but that is what is also killing us. Okay, so you have to remove the fat from it. And if it is fish, you go for the oily fish most appropriately. So your meal should be such that you have your starchy carbohydrates and your protein and fat. If for some reason doctor has not asked you to restrict fats, there should be no way you are doing abum and you don't add engo or angwa. Okay, so you should add your palm oil, you should add your olive oil or your coconut oil to your abum. This addition will help you reduce your blood sugar level. Studies have shown 50%. So if you don't add this and you don't have adequate fiber, so your starchy carbohydrate should be that which has a lot of fiber. So if it is rice, you are going for the whole grain or mix the whole grain with the white one and have a lot of vegetables, have your protein, have your fats. Make sure you are eating all together. Then you will have the slow release. But there is an eating order, okay? When we were small, when your mom gave you food and you started eating the fish first or you really have a spunk. You are supposed to eat your rice or fufu before you eat your meats or your fish. But this is wrong, okay, in managing diabetes. In diabetes management, you have to eat your protein first and then you eat your protein with your vegetables. The vegetables will be the sugar. And then you finish up with the starchy carbohydrates. By so doing, you will have the slow release of your blood sugar level. And studies have shown that there will be even delayed gastric emptying. Okay, so that of course will give you that slow release of the blood sugar level. You will not have the spike. Okay, so the eating order is very appropriate, especially entering into the Christmas season where we are going to parties and stuff. When you go for a function, you go for the protein, the chicken, take a lot of vegetables, take a little rice or bangkun or potatoes. When you want to take bangkun, make sure the vegetables, the cut vegetables that they use to serve the bangkun or the fish, you take a lot of that, take a lot of pepper, finish your tilapia or any other fish with your vegetables before you come to the bangkun. In that eating order, you have a slow release of blood sugar level. Then again, if you have to eat with a drink and you are diabetic, ask for water and lemon.
Yeah, you mentioned the lemon yesterday. I was going to come back to that, yeah.
Yes.
So you have your lemon in the water.
Lemon in the water.
Not lime.
You can do lime, okay. Okay, so the acid in the absence of that, you can go for apple cider vinegar, okay. 2 tablespoons maximum, okay. Don't do more than 2 tablespoons. Or start with 1 tablespoon if you are new to apple cider vinegar. Or start with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice if you are new to lemon, okay? Even if you haven't tried it before, don't be reluctant because the benefits are great for you. Yeah. So have the apple cider vinegar or lemon juice with your water and take your meal with it. That also helps delay the breakdown of the starch, okay? So that you have the slow release of your blood sugar level.
And there's a question for you, but I feel like it's a whole different conversation altogether. It says, Jude, can you please ask Anna how to manage weight control in managing diabetes?
Yes. So
is it a lifestyle your weight?
Yes, it is so related. Okay. So if you have to follow the diabetic diet, it is similar to weight loss diet. Okay, because in diabetes management, we are not encouraging the over consumption of unnecessary calories, okay? We are choosing the whole grains, we are choosing the lean meat, we are eating in such a way that you don't have enough enough energy that will be stored as fats, okay? So if you have enough or a lot of energy, or if you have a lot of sugar level, if it is that high, the body uses the rest and the remaining is stored in your fat cells. So when you are trying to cut down the storage of fats, or trying to reduce or even eliminate it completely, that means you are eating in such a way that you have just enough blood glucose at a time, okay? So eating for weight loss is so similar to eating for low blood sugar levels. Yeah, so they are so connected. After Christmas, we will really go into how to eat to reduce weight. But today, I want to encourage, especially as we are going into the season where we are all going to cheat, likely, that when
you're also starting the stick, by the way.
Yes. When you are going to have a meal, don't have your meal with juice or soda or even alcohol. They are going to be extra calories added to your meal, okay? So if you want to reduce weight, or if you want to minimize spikes in your blood sugar level, please do water with lemon. Don't do any juice or sugar sweetened beverage with your meal, even if it is Sobolo that we all know is very healthy. Unfortunately, Sobolo out there has to be sweetened in a way that you can endure. If you have the normal tea one, that is the herb one, that has no sugar, and you have your ginger and spices in there, then you can add it to your meal. That is additional antioxidants and other minerals to your food. That we encourage. But any sweetened beverage to your meal is a no-no if you want to lose weight or if you want to have a healthy diabetic meal. And then we are also ensuring that after a meal and you want to have desserts, it shouldn't be desserts that has it shouldn't be sweet after meal, as we all say it. So you're going for ice cream, you are going for cake, and it is often lots of cakes. You are going for fruits, lots of fruits. You see, you have taken enough already. So if it is fruits, a slice or two. If it is fruits, then I'm used to illustration. Then you can't have, let's say, a whole apple, okay? You can do a quarter
of an
half.
apple.
Yes. You will do a half when you didn't take enough starchy carbohydrates. Or you can do a whole apple if you are not eating starchy carbohydrate. You know, sometimes we go out and we want to do salads and fruits. So you take a lot of vegetables and you add one apple to it, or a small bowl. If I say a small bowl, like the one that has the oil in there, a very small bowl of either mango or pawpaw, that's one is acceptable. But having your banku and later going for a bowl of fruits will definitely give you more calories, and so you will not be able to lose the weight. Yeah.
Wow, incredible.
And then when you're diabetic, after eating, 5 minutes or 10 minutes after eating, you have to learn to walk around. That is a new lifestyle. Okay, so the new lifestyle for a diabetic is to have your lemon juice or apple cider vinegar with your meal, is to have an eating order where you start your protein and your vegetables before you go to your starchy carbohydrate, and also ensure that you are not taking sweet after meal, and making sure that you walk for 10 or 15 minutes after a meal. Okay, so walking will help you really improve your gut system. So a lot of people, when you are able to walk very well, you start the burning process. Okay, it helps your it help your system to become very sensitive to the sugar level, especially those of us who have insulin resistance, okay, and insulin insensitivity. So if you're able to walk a little after your meal, it becomes very, very important. So as a diabetic, even when you are at a social function and you have finished eating, 30 minutes, don't wait till 30 minutes, 15 minutes, walk around. Maybe try and go to the washroom. Try and talk to somebody at on another table. Try and move around 15, 20 minutes before you come and sit down. In that way, you will be sure that there will be no spikes in your blood sugar level.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's another question, but that one, I think the person needs personal help because he's sharing personal details. So you are at the 37
Military Hospital.
Military Hospital.
They can just walk in. There are a lot of dietitians, but the SWA Diet Consult and Medical Catering is also there. Yeah.
So you are available for all kinds of services. Do you do bonyo jollof, bonyo party jollof? do you have that they send to do bonyo party jollof?
Surprisingly, next 2 weeks I'm going to cater for about 2,500 people.
2,500 people. How do you do all of that?
So I run the dietitian's kitchen, that is a catering services, though healthy, but it's nice. So by God's grace, we have people who appreciate that. And last 2 weeks I did 2,000. I've been doing 2,000 a lot.
2,000?
Yes, yes. So we do.
You know, all along when you kept saying you ran, I thought it was like curated, like, oh, maybe a family of 5, you do something.
No.
2,000 people.
Yes, yes, we do. We do that.
What the fufu?
Yes.
You can't have
yes.
everything.
Yes,
oh no, you did for too much.
we do the tours. We do
wow. So you take orders for all events
yes,
as well.
So we have the healthy regular meals where we are still giving you your Tuoza fee and stuff, but in a healthy way. And then we have the therapeutic.
The one that is actually based on prescriptions and all.
Yes, yes. So for the healthy regular meals, that is where we do that.
Wow.
Those huge.
Incredible stuff. Guys, we wholly, with our full chest, recommend the SIA catering and medical, medical catering, right?
Yes, yes.
And the amazing team. You can find them on social media. Herself, she's available. You can walk into the 37 diet department. You'd see Anna in her glory and aura. Thank you so much for your time. My phone is buzzing. I'm sure I've seen more messages are coming, but we can't read all of them because of time constraints. If you missed any aspect of the show, please do also go on YouTube. It's there. So that's what time will allow us for today's edition of the show. And about you're heading to Agri-Fair.
I am going
it's important
there.
because we want to see you there.
I am going there.
I'm sure people want you to take them around and do the shopping.
I am going there.
You should open a branch in this year where you do purchases for people too as well. It's a good idea, right?
Very good one.
You have to add me to
you
the board. You have to add me to the board so that I can be part of the team. Amazing. Thank you so much for your time. We'll take a quick break. When we're back, the sports. Don't go away.
This is AFCON, my friend. Everything is a competition. Everything.
Join our family for AFCON Morocco 2025 from 21 December to 18 January. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
Blasters everything. Otto Ado e bomb.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, he should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebaut.
How Zebaut there?
Zebaut won Chaboke Walako.
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not it.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me.
Moria picking.
Join the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. Want the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Minke man bi moni nya Kofi Adam no mai kami. Matwale. Man ke la ke no ya ne. Meneke. Fe won sha ko ba club me fe ke DJ. Ni wo hia ka wo hye. Ye Yesu gba mi. Amen.
Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday.
Autoclave Beats. We bring Afro beats to life. Autoclave Beats. We bring Afro beats to life. It's Autoclave Beats. We bring Afro beats to life. It's Autoclave Beats. We bring Afro beats to life.
The first one was great. There were calls for us to do it again, and so we put together another edition of Agri-Fair. This is the second day of the second edition of Agri-Fair 2025, a marketplace created by Channel One TV and City FM to bring together the farmer and the consumer, eliminating the middleman. And so the expectation is that the consumer gets the produce at farm gate prices, happening at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park here in Accra. From everything you can think of in the agriculture space, from tubers to vegetables to fruit, all on display here at the second edition of Agri-Fair. Come with us, let's show you what is on display here at this year's second edition of the Agri-Fair. A lot of action, salespeople busily interacting with their clients, as you can see behind me. The Agri-Impact Village, and then also over here you see people busily selling their vegetables. I'm going to quickly interact with them and find out what they have on display.
So we have habanero pepper, we have tomato, we have cucumber, and then we have onion.
Okay, so this is what's
logistics? Yes, this
fresh
is logistics. Fresh logistics, yes.
So how much is this?
So this is 1 kilo going for 100 cedis. Yes. And then we have the habanero pepper, very, very spicy, which is 50 cedis per kilo.
And these are all farm gate prices?
Yes, these are all farm gate prices. We are located at Dowenya. These are greenhouse items, yes. So you can trust, you can come here and you have your fresh vegetables.
So we'll continue and have some conversations with some at the Agri-Fair 2025, engage them on what they have. You have mangoes, yes. Fresh mangoes from Cornelius
Farms, yes. So Cornelius Farms, we have fresh mango. We just brought it. The ones we brought in the morning are sold out. So we just brought this one from the farm, Esichari.
So how much is one piece?
3 for 20 Ghana cedis. Yes, very affordable. Yes.
And the ones you brought over in the morning have all been sold out.
Oh, yes, yes.
We are an input company. We sell irrigation, hybrid seeds, greenhouses, substrates. If you want to go into farming, this is where we take you through. We also offer trainings. We don't just leave our farmers, we give them capacity building. So right here on the table, we have seedlings. So you know, in the past, you just throw your seed in the soil. That's not the right way to go about it. What you need to do, there's a science to this. You need substrates to nurse your seed, and then they grow like this before you actually transplant them into the actual soil. When you do that, you avoid shock from harming your plant as well. And then we also have this is a biostimulant. It's an organic product for cocoa, maize, cereal, vegetables. So this is your go-to.
Well, they promised they will bring tons of tilapia. I'm talking about Volta Catch. How's it going?
So far so good. So far so good. A lot of people are getting the fresh tilapia, and a lot of people too are getting the giveaway tilapia as well. So yeah, it's going well. Yeah, your tilapia, your fresh tilapia plug.
I can see brisk activity over there at your tilapia stand. I'll just go there and then get some of the customers who have come to get their experience of the situation. I'm Charles. I work with Channel 1 TV. I see you're trying to get some tilapia.
Tilapia, yes.
Do you like what you're saying?
Yes. They are good. They are good. They are bulky. Well, some of them look small, but the weight is still in there. So we are trying to get 3 kgs for Christmas. We'll do it with banku, some banku and hot pepper.
So some customers getting some tilapia. Hello, sir. My name is Charles. What's your name, sir?
I'm Peter.
So aside tilapia, what else are you getting?
Well, we just came. We have to do window shopping and see. Maybe there may be so many things that will attract us. Because the first time we came, we really liked the place. And I jokingly told some men that the next time it's organized, I will not come because I got the things that I wanted at very good prices. And I'm so glad that your people have organized it again. I hope you'll be doing it at least 3 times in a year.
Let's now try and have some conversations with some of the sponsors of this year's Agri Fair who have made it possible for us to bring you the second edition of Agri Fair 2025. So here we are. We are with IDH, right?
So IDH is committed to Ghana's value chain, so establishing the Ghana's value chain and also creating sustainable markets for our SMEs, and the Agri Fair has consistently delivered that for our SMEs. And so you'd realize that every time our SMEs participate in events like this, they constantly have good news to tell to the other SMEs, and so we encourage participation every year. And so every year we are glad to partner with City FM on this.
So 2 days of the fair, do you think that you've had your money's worth?
Absolutely. That would be an understatement if I say that we haven't had our money's worth. As you can see over here, one of our SMEs actually sold out, and so he's had to bring in more goods, and he's into the rice value chain. Let me just take one of that to show. So we have the rice here. You can contact them. The name is on it, and you can contact them for all your rice needs. And we have here fonio. Most people don't know about fonio, but it's a superfood and very nutritious.
What do you do?
Okay, Elonis Enterprise, we are an agri business company. We deliver organic foodstuffs and anything in terms of seafood and livestock. That's what we deliver to residential areas, hostels, and restaurants.
So you're essentially a delivery company?
Food delivery company, actually. And to hit on it, we deliver organic food stuff. We are not into the inorganic and the semi-organic. Everything that we do is all about organic. Even when it comes to the seafood and it comes to the meat, we always make sure that we are very particular with the kind of things we select to serve our clients.
So do you produce these things yourself or you source them out?
Yeah, so we actually produce, but not only us. Currently, we're also trying to work with farmer-based organization group. Because of the market target that we are looking at, we cannot only have everything that we sell produced by us. So we have a group of farmers that we are trying to work with for them to produce so that in case we are out of stock, we rely on them. We don't do the salting because when it comes to the salting, many people in Ghana are into the inorganic. So we are unable to get the kind of product that we are looking for. So we have to work with the farmers from the roots in order to get the things that we're looking for.
Now, this second edition of the AgriFair 2025 has had some very key partners. Let's now hear some of them who have been to the grounds here at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park.
What this is doing is bringing producers and farmers together for quality goods, affordable prices, and most important, steady income for the farmers. So thank you, City FM. What we're doing at 24 Economy integrates very carefully, very keenly into what this AgriFair represents. We must reduce our imports that is now close to $3 billion a year. If we continue to do this, we will have a situation where this large unemployed army we have of 2.7 million young Ghanaians will not be raised, it will not reduce, because all we're doing is exporting our jobs to those we import rice from soya oil and eggs and everything you can imagine. So this kind of event highlights the fact that Ghana can do it.
So this has been day 2 of AgriFair 2025, the November edition. We're climaxing on Sunday. Make sure you're here on Sunday. If you missed the first 2 days, even if you did make it here, make sure to be here on Sunday as we climax the November edition.
Wow, so incredible scenes, sights, and sounds at the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park, where the AgriFair 2.0 is happening. Again, we are so grateful to all our lovely patrons out there, the vendors for taking a bold step to come out, and of course to our incredible sponsors, Exim Bank, the Development Bank, Ghana Legacy Crop International Improvement Center, there's GESAL, there's also the IDH, there's the Horticulture Forum, Agri Impact Limited, and of course our proud partners, Twillium Ghana Limited. We are so grateful for supporting this vision. That's what time will allow us for an exciting show today on Sunday Breakfast. Started off with our news review segment. We brought to you live scenes from the AgriFair. We want to encourage you to be a part of it. Today is the climax. You don't want to miss out. Of course, our nutrition segment also happened, and an exciting and insightful conversation with Dr. Annie Gazy. If you missed any bit, it will be up on our YouTube channel. We are so grateful you could join me this morning. Thank you so much for doing the watching. My name is Jude Duncan. Catch you same time next week. Bye-bye.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata, Kwabua, Perez Music, Inchin Chin Band, and DJ Mingle. your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. The Situation All-White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM. And it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe.
This week on The Upside Down Show, we uncover a story of pain, regret, grace, and revelation. Frema Edunyame sits with a man who spent more than 2 decades in prison for an offense he did not commit.
How did you find yourself in prison?
I met a friend who happened to be a police officer. He took us to a place where the car was parked.
Right.
And then he said, this is the car
What car was it?
Then it was even a taxi cab also. Okay. He brought a car number plate and he asked me to replace that number plate on the car. Out of panic or whatever, he just disappeared. He was wearing a smock and suddenly the smoke fell down.
He shares his unbelievable journey and even brings his special greetings from Evangelist Mama Pat.
I'm bringing greetings also from our sister, Patricia. She's also doing well now.
You saw her?
Oh yeah, by the grace of God.
The day you came out and you saw the sun, when you stood out of Nsawam prison, where were you going?
What came to mind is that from hell to heaven, darkness to light.
One day you win. One day you win. One day you win. One day.
Make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Channel 1 TV for a thought-provoking conversation you won't forget.
Welcome to Adoration with me, Edinam Bright Davis. Your moment of divine encounter right here on Channel 1 TV. It's a time to join us to lift up your hearts and hands in adoration to the King of Kings, blessing him for his goodness, his mercy towards us. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll tell you who our very special guest is for today. Welcome back from the break. This is Adoration with me, Edinam Bright Davis, right here on Channel 1 TV. Today's episode is a spirit-filled one with one man of God I'm so excited to introduce to you. This is Reverend Pajo Markwei. Reverend PJ.
Reverend PJ Markwei.
You're most welcome to Adoration.
Thank you very much.
I mean, between you and I, we know we've been trying to do this for a while. And I'm just excited to introduce you to our audience all over the world. And we can't wait to have you minister to us. He's here with the team. They're ready. And just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. You're going to be blessed. Let's enter into worship.
Thank you. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Minimike achie oyi otai ayehowale many mike achie oyi otai ayehowale ngo omumo lehe walen o hanyolo kejewe Ejakemi nyenge mashe boni sao nyamso mole toi akbe amo ikeshi da ejakemi nyenge My right hand of righteousness, I'll always be with you. Lift up your voice, come on now. Oh, Jimmy Nanyo, come on. Kegi Choji Minano Enyo Moso Mile Mehenye Loi Asafo Anye. We lift our hearts and voices. Oh, the blessed and now we lift our hearts and voices. We bless our teeth, see pain, and cry aloud and give to God the praise of our. We lift our hearts and voices. We lift our hearts and voices. We bless our teeth, see pain and cry. Oh, and keep to God the praise of our and cry. One more time. Why yeah yeah. 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 Why yeah. Yeah name say why yeah. Why yeah yeah. Oh why yeah yeah. Why yeah, yeah, why yeah, yeah. Our God is a good God. Yesu bele kenshitewo nene mihuma joeko nene mihuma omiriziano malala maboloshe Lechi minumbo nyombo kometo Lechi boni hawa Niye hawa fe Kachi wo hele wo ye Mi wo yesu wo mo me Malalala, maboloshe Somo sonyo Yesumin Somo ni benage Namo kankele batohe Namo kasa yijemo feme Mimoshe Let's go say it. Oh, say yeah. Oh, say yeah. Aye, oh, say yeah. Aye, oh, say yeah. Aye, oh, say Bondo say yeah, me bondo say yeah. Nidimuna inkwawo, o say yeah, manavo. Yesu, ready kuni mama yeah. Yeah, me bondo say yeah. Yeah, me bondo say yeah. Nidimuna inkwawo, ama. Come on, lift your voice and praise him. And praise him. Aye, he said no. I said no. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. Aye, aye, aye. Oh, say yeah, aye. Oh, aye. No say didn't see a thing oh say yeah, mama mo Yesu ready kuni mama yeah bondo say yeah bondo say didn't see a thing oh say yeah, mama mo Yesu ready kuni mama. Mumbra, 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 mumbra. Eh, aye yo, aye sendo, nasi sendo. Aye, 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 aye. Ose, ose. Aye, 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 aye. Aye, aye. He deserves it all. Come on now. Oh, say, aye, 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 aye. Oh, say, yeah, ah. Oh, say, yeah, ah. I'm fucking horrible. I'm in a bottle, say, ah. I'm fucking horrible. I'm in a bottle, say, ah. I'm fucking horrible. I'm in a bottle, say, ah, horrible, horrible. Oh, the King is coming in His glory. Lift up your voice and bless the name of the Lord. He's coming in His royalty, in His majesty. Ah, Abba, oh, oh, say yeah, amen. Ah, oribo, oriba. Ah, oribo, oriba. Oribo, oriba, oriba. Oribo, oriba, oriba. Oh, say yeah, amen, in a bono, say. Woo! Wow.
He deserves all the praise. Let every nation, let every tribe, let every tongue just lift up a praise unto the King of Kings. Now, if you stayed through that, I'm sure there's some fire in your house, in your car, wherever you're watching us. We're going to go for a quick break. And when we come back, we want to find out a little bit more about Reverend PJ Makwe. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We'll be right back. That was a spirit-filled and mind-blowing time of worship. I don't know what else to call it. So maybe you've never heard Reverend PJ, but I am just sitting before a legend.
Thank you.
And just to say, every song he did, you've probably heard some before, and some are new songs. He wrote all these songs himself. We just want to hear from him. Who is Reverend PJ Makwe?
Okay, Reverend PJ Makwe is an ordained minister of the Lord. I've been in the field for like 40 years, if a little more. And I am with Living Streams Ministries International. I've been the pastor for music for a long time. And I'm married to a beautiful lady, Rabbi Isi Jane, Bridget.
Yeah.
Then we have 3 children, Marvel, Ian, and Niza. That is for short, Reverend PJ.
Well, tell us. I mean, you've been doing this for 40 years. So if I ask the next question, I mean, I don't know how you're going to compress it, but tell us about your musical journey.
My musical journey, I would say, started. I come from a music, background, family. My dad sings. My dad was a choir master at that time. My mom was a lead singer. I think that's how they met, And that's how I met my wife too. She was backing me, so I just followed my dad's, footsteps. So you catch them whilst they are there. So
I think it's a thing. It's a thing. So I don't know if you sing and you're not singing, just go and sing because I met my husband in the choir too.
It just goes like that. Yeah. The Spirit is one.
Yep.
Okay, so so I grew up at the age of, I think, 3. I started singing because, my dad would bring people to the house. They would be rehearsing, and they'll be singing. And when they finish and they go, I'll just, be singing all over the house. So I started singing. I picked up with my brother, who were singing at parties. Sometimes my sisters would join, and on. Calvary Road days, I was there. Yeah. I was singing. I was acting, and then I went to the university, KNUST. UST. Now they say KNUST. Well, let's take it like that, So I was there. I was also the leader of the choir, sang, and then I, left university. Living Streams was formed. I joined Living Streams. That's my brother's church.
Yes.
And then I became the pastor of the choir, and I've been there ever since.
Faithful.
Yeah.
Just there
for
doing
like
it.
33 or 34 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've written all these great songs. We still sing in church today. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
I draw my inspiration from the Holy Ghost. I draw my inspiration from the Word of God. And let me say, especially my wife and family. That's where I get my inspiration from. Once I get that support, everything goes for me. Yeah.
You're off. Yeah.
That's right.
So today, there's a young worship leader wanting to do what you've done. They don't know how you get your songs. Songs that we're singing 30 years on, and they're still relevant today. What would you say to a young musician who just wants to occupy do the same thing you're doing?
I would say don't be in a hurry to be seen. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Okay? So, because of social media, a lot of people, they put something together and they want to be seen. But take your time. Stay in the presence of the Lord. Make sure you are fully baked and you are really cooked. When you come out, everybody will taste you to be very good. Otherwise, you give out something that is of the letter that killeth, and then something very shallow, and you think that you are doing something very good, especially with those young ones. Once they can do the riffs, flip song, pitch and things, they think that is the anointing. No, don't be deceived. That is not the anointing. Okay, when you see the anointing, you see it very fresh, very raw. It transforms life. It breaks yokes. It takes you to another level.
It's not goose pimples, really, is it?
I'm telling you, it's not just goose pimples. You feel it, and then they start screaming. No. Take your time. Be in the presence of the Lord, and when you come out, your life will be different, and people who hear you will be different.
Reverend PJ, thank you so much. He said it. He said, just stay. Make sure you're baked. Now, this baking is not like a slow roast. It's not 45 minutes. It's not an hour, 30 minutes. Just make sure you're baked. God's baking time is God's baking time.
It's God's baking time.
It's a month, 2 months, 3, 6, 1 year. But make sure you're baked.
Fully baked.
Thank you so very much. We can't wait to have you back here. But thank you. You and the team have just been such a blessing to us today.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for staying with us. This has been Adoration with me, Edinam Bright Davis. We'll be back here same time next week with another amazing episode. Don't miss it for anything. But all I say to you is remember to keep your awe of God and don't lose your song. God bless you. Today on Adoration, we are truly honored to have a man of God who has stirred many hearts with his gift of worship. He's a man of deep prophetic insight, rallies the people of God into his presence. Please join me as we welcome once again on Adoration, Reverend PJ Markwei and his team. My name is Edna Bright Davis. This is Adoration on Channel 1 TV. Stay tuned as we go for a break. When we come back, we zoom in right into worship.
Every seven, yeah, I'm your bottom part. Why, yeah, so. Every seven, yeah, I'm your bottom part. Why, yeah, so. Let's go! Every seven, yeah, I'm your bottom part. Every seven, yeah, now no matter what. Let's go. Every seven.